Where we at? We're everywhere. Fucking idiot. Wow. Deep breath. All right. The rushed episode. The return of the
Rush
cough.
episode.
Are we talking about Rush?
We're talking about Rush.
We could be. I would love that.
I don't know
Shit
anything.
about Rush.
Yeah, let's not.
I don't know anything about Rush.
I'm retired from classic rock because I'm at the age where now all of those artists were younger than me when they made their music, and
So
it
we
makes
hate them now.
now I can't.
Oh,
Now we all hate them.
damn.
Man.
And they look
That's
old
rough.
They're
too.
old.
They look old. I mean, like not even then. Like when you
Yeah.
post that picture of that dude, I'm like, what is that? A 45-year-old man? It's like, oh no, he was like, younger than 30.
He
People just
died
looked
at
older.
30.
We're gonna get into a conversation. We should introduce ourselves. I'm so
we-
sorry.
No, don't be sorry at all. I love it. Let's
I
fucking
hijacked the
dive right in,
conversation.
bitches.
Right.
Welcome back to Each Other's Mothers. I am Johanna Medranda. To my left is Connor Meade. And the return of the cough. Carolyn Paul is here to correct us on our politically
Return of the
incorrectness.
cough.
Welcome back, my friend. And of course, every week she's here to make sure everything sounds delicious. Give it up for Ellen, everybody. Ellen is here with us.
Ellen!
All right, where we at? Rush. I know
Who was
that,
that?
I
Who
know
did you
that the
post a
drummer
picture
is
of?
great.
Oh, that would be old folk singer. I feel a little weird saying his name, but it's his real name. But his name is Jim Croce.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Dude,
I
yeah.
know, but yeah.
Wait, why do you feel weird saying
Yeah, why
Jim
do you feel
Croce?
weird?
Sounds like Jim.
Oh.
And if you don't
But
know
it's
who he
Jim
is,
Croce.
it's
No,
Jim
yeah.
Croce. Yeah, Jim Croce.
it's
He's
spelled
famo.
Crotchy.
But yeah, he
C-R-O-C-E.
looks like
Super
45 in that picture. He looks like my dad now.
And
Like
he's like 22.
yeah. And I feel like back then people just looked older.
And
That could be a perspective thing, don't you think?
Maybe. Cause like he's like that age, but I see like 20. Oh yeah, maybe it's because like I'm older.
No, you
now.
see 22-year-olds now and they look 11.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And like yeah, but like when I look in the picture of that guy, he's 22 and he looks like my father.
maybe
Yeah.
he's
Man.
not 22, but he
He was younger than 30
he was
though.
in his 20s.
Yeah.
He
Right.
just looks very weathered, and he's got a big mustache.
He
Yeah,
just
not
lived a
everybody
hard
ages
life.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
everyone ages well. And also, don't you like look at pictures of your parents when they were like 30 and like you remember thinking
Yeah.
like, fuck, my parents are so old. And like now that
Yeah.
I'm 30, I'm like, wait, I'm not that old. And also looking back at photos now, I'm like, she was so young.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like, she looks,
Oh,
she-
completely.
she's in her prime at
Right.
32.
It's
Yeah.
almost as though we can't trust our own brains to
Yeah.
accurately
It's,
Um,
if,
gauge
yeah,
these
that's
things
what it
as we
sounds
age.
like.
Yeah.
My
God.
parents were hot.
My parents
Yeah.
are hot
Oh, yeah?
too.
It was
Yeah.
weird.
My mom used to be a model.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I had
Mhm,
some
in like
hot
the
ass
80s. She hung out with
Peruvian parents.
Prince.
What?
Yeah, my mom ate dinner with Prince once.
Your dad
Shut
is
up.
Prince?
My dad is Prince.
That's awesome, dude.
Can't believe I didn't know
No, he's
that.
still a cop. Fucking sucks. Dad,
Fuck.
can you be Prince yet?
Your guys' parents are younger than mine. Is your dad gonna retire?
Yeah, he's like
soon?
retiring this year. He's like
Got
just
it.
turned 60.
Got it. Yeah. Oh
So-
man,
Keep
Yeah, my-
going, guys. Keep
my
going.
mom,
I
I
just
live-
got
I'm
my mom
actually
lived a crazy-
retiring next year too.
You retiring?
Yeah.
How much you got saved
Yeah.
up?
Oh, enough.
$3?
Yeah, enough.
in quarters, so I can wash my clothes.
Yeah, my parents became parents when they were younger than me, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
So weird.
When my parents were my age, they had 4 fucking kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I think about it all the time. I can't.
Right.
I
How
don't
do
know
you
what-
not,
I don't know
though?
what to do with it.
I'm constantly comparing my life to like my parents' lives.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to turn 30. It would have been. I only had my brother. My mom was like killing it at Herbalife and getting rich. My dad's a
Yep.
cop.
Yep.
But-
Damn,
know.
she was selling Herbalife and
Yeah.
going in a cop, and she was hot.
She was
and
hot,
with Prince.
successful.
She was riding
She
that
had already
cop
hung out
mustache.
with Prince by then. She
Right,
didn't
yeah.
need to achieve it. Like,
Yeah, she has a cool story. Like I guess his Prince concert she went, but she's like 80s model. She had like an afro. It was great. But
I'm excited to pull up photos of our parents next episode.
yeah, we should. My
We're,
mom
like,
has
gonna
like
do
some
that.
legit
Yeah.
like awesome fucking 80s
My
They're great.
mom
They're
and
great.
my aunts and people who have seen me live, I talk about this, but they literally look like Penelope Cruz from Blow.
Yeah.
They were so hot, and they still are hot. They're like 55, 56 years old, and
My
I'm
mom's a
like,
babe.
Hotties.
I would
My dad's a
fuck my
babe.
mom. I would fuck my mom. Sorry.
We're fucking our parents.
We're
Next
fucking
episode.
our parents.
I,
Next episode.
I met.
Telling her your
I
mom joke on yourself.
I reconnected with an uncle who is not like a blood relative, but he was married to my aunt, and like I didn't see him for so many years. Like I haven't seen him since I was a little kid, and then I was like, "Whoa, I think I'm gonna fuck my ex-uncle."
Hey, he's not your uncle
Like a
anymore.
good-looking old
Don't
dude.
do it.
Free game, baby.
He's rocking like the old man beanie, I don't
Ugh.
know.
It's now called each other's uncles.
I'd be more comfortable with that.
Yes. Well, I'm glad this is actually a perfect segue because I wanted to open with. I
Have
think
you met your father?
Oh.
Sorry.
That's gonna be a Patreon episode, limited access, special edition.
We find Johanna's father.
The
We surprised
the Poppy
Johanna with her
Patreon.
sister.
Oh my god. The only thing, and I make this joke pretty often, but it is just so fucking true. Like, the only thing that he gave me was his mustache. I have the thickest mustache. Like, I don't know if we've ever touched base about this before, but I mean, facial hair is a very real thing,
Oh yeah.
right? Everyone here?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I got a
Not
beard.
you?
no, I've never even plucked my eyebrows. I don't know.
Are
what
you
it is.
serious?
You're
Yeah.
like blonde and
You're
the
yeah.
blonde.
Yeah, I
thing-
don't
like you
say-
don't even have arm hair. Like
Nazi.
not so much,
You're a
yeah.
Nazi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't take after the Italians.
Pure,
in
you're
my-
pure.
I'm half Italian, but you wouldn't know.
but like
it,
me,
you
I'm
know?
like a Sasquatch.
That's not true. We have an equal amount of
No,
hair.
but look at the hairs.
I don't know.
Like they're clear, but they're huge and long.
I feel like we're comparable.
Yeah, but
I
wait
don't
till you
know.
see my beard and my bush.
I do. I have
Right.
one. I have one long curly boy that comes out of my arm right here, like a pube.
Yeah.
Ooh. You
It
name it?
fell out.
It fell
Fell
out.
out.
Yeah, because I don't pluck it because I love it, and I love to stretch it out and see how long it can get. It's gotten up to an inch and a half long. But yeah, the other day I went to because I stretch it out like like you pick scabs when
Yeah.
you're anxious. I do it like that. I
Yeah.
just play with it, and it was gone.
Oh,
I know.
it's kind of heartbreaking.
It was a little bit
Hopefully
tough
it grows
for me.
back.
Yeah.
Well, we're jumping around a little bit.
Yeah,
we
we're
went
getting
from
excited.
what I wanted to announce to we all.
Sorry, we
we're
interrupted
plugging
your
things.
announcement. Let's get back
no,
on
no,
track.
I don't. I
Facial
love it.
hair.
Interrupt me every day of my life. I need it.
That's
put me.
we do.
what we're here
Straight,
for.
yeah. You did hire a co-host, Johanna. Will you not? I think sex is overrated. I think sex is
Oh.
very overrated.
That's where you were going
Mm.
from
That's what I was-
facial hair with your dad?
Yes. I didn't have fun when I fucked my dad, is what I'm trying to say. No,
Yeah.
I just think it's very boring, and I think it's kind of gross, and I'm kind of over it. And I know this is coming from somebody who has not had sex in a really long time. So
Okay, I was
maybe-
gonna ask. I was like, did something happen
No.
last week?
Nothing
No.
has
This-
happened.
No, only when I was a child. No,
Well, love stories.
you're right. I don't know. I just think that it's, and I should say sex with a man. Because I think I really enjoy having sex with women. I just think that women are so beautiful and they're so sexy and they're a little underrated. They're way funnier than any of you men out there.
Did you
None are
say
funny.
women are underrated?
I think women
what's
are underrated.
Woman.
You heard it here first.
I think women are underrated in our society. Where's
First
the
to
lie?
hear- Shocked.
Where's
I'm
the lie?
Never said before. Did you know?
I do agree with you though, because sometimes when I'm sitting at home and I'm kind of bored that my life's not what it was in my early 20s, I look back on past sexual experiences and I go, they weren't that great.
None
I
of
think-
them.
Oh my god, no.
None of them.
No,
There's
Yeah.
a couple that stood out for me.
None
Sure.
of them.
Everything
But,
was kind of, I didn't know how to properly put my needs out there, so I would just be like a little fuck toy and she'd come
Yeah.
at me
Oh,
and then they'd be
completely.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
early 20s
Yeah.
sex when you're just trying to do what you think that you're supposed to do.
Right.
For sure.
There's porn is this,
Trash.
so
Yeah.
I do this.
Friggin' trash.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're just filling literal voids, and
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
friends. That was how I made friends.
Yeah.
Like, why don't my friends want to hang out with
oh
me?
my
And I'm
god,
like, oh, I
the
made it
amount of my
awkward.
guy friends who I have boned, it's like unreal. Like,
The amount of
Yeah.
my guy friends that refuse to have sex with me is insane.
well, they don't know
The
what
amount
they're
of my
missing
guy
out
friends
on.
that the two of you have boned.
Oh man.
Oh, this is fun.
I only gave it a shot with a person with a penis a couple of times, and it was
Mhm.
just so trash.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
was it?
And then you were
have
like,
you ever
yeah,
been with a woman?
definitely gay.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Were you like testing the waters? Have you ever been with women yet? Or
Oh yeah, I was with women first, and then or like
Oh.
people with vaginas first, and then sort of was like, I want to try it, but I was
Right.
like 22. Yeah,
get a little dip.
yeah.
It's
I'm
like,
not gonna get into my my first dip with the dip right now because I'm just not emotionally prepared.
No, yes.
But then,
Okay,
like,
but we
my
should talk about the mysterious weird things that we put up our vaginas. We were gonna come back
oh
to it.
shit,
and
I
we're
was
here
hoping
now.
Y'all forgot.
We're here now.
God damn it!
I'll go first.
No, I thought we went into it, but yeah, go ahead. You
No,
weren't ready.
Remember,
You
I was
weren't
like,
ready to say.
I'm not
I said,
ready,
yeah.
and then you were like, I have a thing too, but I'm also not ready. And then
Did I?
I wanted to talk about it last episode,
Mine are
but you
that
weren't
not that
here.
weird.
Yeah. Well, mine's not that weird either. I'm just literally
It's gonna
being
be like
a
a
coward.
hairbrush. Or,
Yeah.
Shocker.
Connor's gonna be like, I already fucking said that.
Yeah. We all have done that.
But I mean, your hairbrush,
Yeah,
not,
that I have
not
in the
my
bathroom?
own.
I was wondering.
Connie's
Like,
hairbrush.
what's that smell?
Why does it smell perfect?
Why am I horny?
Why does it smell small and tight?
Good.
No, I was like a teenager, and I put not like a filled with water plastic water bottle, but I put an empty water bottle up there once.
Oh yeah.
Not all the way, but
Also, like filled with. It seems like that'd be hard because it's so light. You'd have
Right, I
to like,
feel like-
really.
yeah, I think that
it
it
would have
was
been easier if it was full of water or something.
Yeah,
Maybe?
maybe. I don't know.
I don't really know.
Warm it up a little bit.
I'm really excited for Phact Checks, which we're moved to the end of the show because
Which is
we're
better for shoving up your vagina? Full water bottle or empty water
Yeah.
bottle?
email
I feel like
us.
the internet's
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh,
get a poll going.
Oh, sweet
Yeah.
child.
Oh, sweet child of mine.
I will say I've never stuck anything odd up there, but have any of y'all used a cell phone as a vibrator?
I tried, and I was like, "This isn't doing
I feel
it."
like I've tried. And
How would you?
Like,
would you
super
just have
dry.
to
I just
keep
like
calling
just
it?
Put it, yeah. Or you can
Like,
just
how do you?
No, there's apps.
Oh,
For real?
Yeah.
that's
What is
awesome!
the
I love
app
technology.
Oh, good
There's
for
a more
you know what?
out
Good
there.
for people for doing that. I love that for us.
Applaud- yeah.
That's amazing.
Clips
No, I've
to
never
sim-
done that.
stimulator.
I even like in the movies they all like sit on a washing machine. I
I'm like-
was like, I don't feel like that would really do it.
I've had
But
sex
I
on
have-
a washer machine.
While it was going,
Mm-hmm.
was that good?
It was alright.
Well, again, we just
Right.
established you think sex is boring.
I do.
Yeah.
do. I think there's maybe a handful of times that I've had like exciting sex because it was like
In,
in
a cool
public
place,
or like but that was like really the only reason. Like
sure.
No, that was
Whoa.
turkey
really
legs.
scary. That
Yeah.
was turkey
That was
legs.
the tur-
My dog has
Me?
a dog toy and it's a literal turkey.
It's a thick turkey leg.
It's so big, and she carries it around and she'll wag her tail.
That was a
very
spare mic
aggressively.
falling out of my vagina. Sorry.
Yeah, so sorry.
That was the last weird thing I've shoved up there.
We looked away for 2 seconds.
Right. I was wondering where that went.
It doesn't look super
Have you
different.
seen my phone?
All of a sudden, it's Carolyn's mic, and you can just hear us like.
I'm so homeschooled. I just heard about vibrators today, and I'm like, I gotta go, you guys. I gotta go.
I have an appointment. It's time. It's time.
Oh Lord.
Oh, ridiculous.
God,
but,
that's stupid.
But yeah, I definitely think I've been really thinking about this for the past few days. I think that I'm gonna be the type of woman who, and this is a popular thing. But like I think my sexual like peak will definitely be like in my 40s. Like
Oh fuck yeah!
Which I know
It
is
for
the
all
thing.
of us.
The
Yeah.
only
I hope
sexual
it is for
experiences
all of
that
us.
have really stuck out, they're like 40.
Mm.
And I was like, damn.
yeah, like sleeping.
I
with
was
older
gonna
men.
actually. I was gonna say that
No,
when you
I
said
agree
I've
with
had a
that.
couple memorable ones. I was gonna be like, was it that one old guy?
Yeah, it's the old guys.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
there's one.
Are we thinking of the
There's one old guy that you
Oh,
know.
we know that.
We know that old guy.
Hey.
Wait, are you guys Eskimo sisters?
No, I wish.
Oh, hey.
Dude, he's
It's
easy.
Ellen Colin's ex-uncle.
Right. That's
Lord.
amazing. That's amazing.
But yeah, and then there's another old guy that I met just on some dating app.
Mm.
And I was just like, I wanted to ghost him so bad, but
the
he'd never
the
even
silver
tried
fox?
calling me back.
Yeah,
He ghosted
The silver
you.
Yeah, the
fox,
silver
right?
fox. They're both silver foxes.
Yeah, yeah.
I love a silver fox. Ugh.
Harry
love 'em.
Silver
Yeah.
Fox. You heard it here first.
Hey.
Because you like him, Harry. We know that. What year?
Yeah.
I like bears.
Yeah.
I hate that I'm not a gay man sometimes.
Yeah,
Because how
I hear
attractive
ya.
I find every bear.
I think
Sure.
you're a gay man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was, if only they saw me.
Oh,
that
do you
way.
remember that one time I did an Instagram story one time?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no.
was
I'm not a gay man.
I'm not a gay man.
That's a Blaine Hill. That's a Blaine Hill joke.
I'm not a gay.
I love
man.
that
Shout out
clip.
Blaine Hill.
I
Shout
love
out
that
Big
clip.
Time Garbage.
Yeah.
Hey.
We hate them.
Oh yeah, big time trash squad.
Baby.
Also known as our vaginas. But yeah, I just think it's really lame, and I think that I'm definitely on a hiatus, and maybe I'll be like a born again virgin or something.
I feel
I
like
don't-
also want to.
I just don't desire it. I don't know if it's like the depression taking over or like
Right.
the fear and stress, or like, you guys know how like busy I stay and how distracted I stay, so maybe that's it.
Sure.
My therapist appointment is on Thursday. I'll take it up with Jennifer, but I really am
the
just
only
like,
way to
wow.
test it is to get laid and then just sort of see
And then
how
just be
that
like,
affects
yuck.
your work.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and I know like you guys are in relationships. Connor and I are single, so it's kind of like fun to have like a full perspective, and we're all just kind of like, meh. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and it's not like your sex lives are boring. I don't want to speak for you, but I just think like
Well,
it's
it is.
just a lot of work. I don't know. Sex is a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah, it can
guys.
be. Yeah,
it's-
it
you know?
totally
For me,
is.
it's the shaving
Ooh.
that makes it just not worth it.
No,
Oh, first of
yeah.
all, you gotta just not do that.
I know, but I'm
Right, fuck 'em.
attracted to straight men, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Lots
And-
of straight men are attracted to full bush, right?
No.
Not
Right,
anymore.
guys?
Once
Yeah.
in a while. Once in a
Right?
while,
She
there's a
looks
guy that.
around, She looks
Right.
at the camera.
Anyone?
No.
Bush?
Anyone with me? Just me? Great.
No.
Love it.
There's once in a while there's a dude that like doesn't really care,
Uh-huh.
but there's never anyone like
And,
yeah.
and he's
fucking
drunk.
love a
Really?
bush.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the worst.
It's a bummer. But shaving sucks, and it's
Yeah,
Not
owie.
worth it.
Wowie. What the
owie
hell?
wowie.
Shaving.
Don't do
blood
That's the
that.
only
I've
thing.
never done that. I would never. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Shave.
I'll trim, but I won't. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Not shaving it. Not ever.
Yeah.
I am also the person who like once a year I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna shave my legs, and then I shave my legs, and I'm like, God, my God, they look like little fetus animals. I hate it. Like, I hate it.
Point where I have to take out 2 razors to shave. I gotta have like the
Right.
electric razor to
Yep.
get rid of the bulk.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get me one of those.
But,
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to bring up about sex was there is also kind of a rise of people who don't get sexual pleasure because we're in an age where we could just masturbate to anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And then suddenly, like, you could go into your wildest fantasies that you could
Mhm.
never do in the real world. So then
Oh.
you get used to that for years and years and years, or however long you're single. Just
Right.
at home masturbating. And you know how to touch your body so that it
Right.
feels good.
Right.
And then
Right.
when another person steps in the picture, it's like,
You're not doing it right.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and that's a very common thing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
get
that's
that.
how, like, yeah, like, I guess also, like, the biggest thing that I like, the reason that I even like sex is I like the chase.
Yeah.
I love the
The before the sex.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
the
totally.
Before
Yeah.
the sex is like the most fun part.
Like
Like,
a whole-
Well, when you have a
one.
crush on somebody, thinking about sex with
Yeah.
them is 100%
Yeah,
better
always.
than having sex with them,
Always.
right?
And then
like
you do it, and it's like,
Well,
oh, that's what your penis looks
kinda-
like,
In some-
or
Yeah.
in some instances, but yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
live for foreplay. I really enjoy
Yeah.
For
foreplay.
sure.
For sure.
Which we all should. Can I just say?
Which we all should.
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
the
I do
art
love
of
a
yeah,
good
foreplay.
pounding,
dudes.
though.
The art of foreplay has really been taken a hit. I feel
making
like
out's a lot of fun.
hell yeah, making
I
out.
Making
is
love
a lot of
out
fun.
is
kisses.
so fun.
I hate
Yeah.
dude.
hearing
I'll,
kisses.
I'll
though.
take a kiss over
Hearing
a
kisses.
Yeah.
any day.
I hate when other people are kissing.
You gotta put
near
on the
me.
noise canceling headphones.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the kisses, but I want to do them.
Yeah,
But I love kissies.
yeah.
Um,
Kisses are
too.
nice, buddy.
They're nice, buddy.
Yeah, but
Uh,
then you get bad kissers.
I haven't had a bad kisser. Oh no, that's a lie.
It's not fun.
It isn't fun.
Yeah, I've only kissed
But
one
it's-
person for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm having trouble.
So you guys are really good
remembering.
at it.
Yeah, we actually are.
Yeah.
Kissing.
Yeah.
We practice everything.
Yeah, we're incredible at kissing. But I'm trying to remember my last real bad.
I did
Yes.
recently was kind of seeing someone that was a bad kisser, but then before that, it's kind of I don't know. I feel like most people that I end up with are pretty good kissers.
I
Yeah.
am the bad kisser.
Bragger.
Doubt it.
No.
Doubt it.
I don't know where the lips go.
I don't know where the lips are.
On the other lips,
It
Ellen.
makes
Right.
me so
Who's the
anxious.
homeschooler now?
Well, it makes me anxious because I'm like, do my lips go on bottom or top? Because there's always like,
Both.
do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
Alternate.
both alternate.
Yeah.
I don't have the video on me, but wait.
You
You don't have to put the
here.
whole mouth in the other mouth.
A huge part of the problem is that you're a duck. So-
Right. Right.
My
That
corkscrew
was
vagina.
stupid. I
It's
loved
really
it
dumb.
so
I'm sorry.
much. That was really
No, I get what you
My
mean though.
corkscrew
I will
vagina.
say I still feel that way on occasion about my tongue with kissing, where I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be using it, but like, wow, weird.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't-
oh, like
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, I understand.
I don't know where that goes.
I am a very good kisser, and I am prepared to teach everyone here as soon as we're all vaccinated.
Right.
Let's fucking go.
Sign me up.
Dude,
Yeah.
For real, man. Oh God, vaccines
Just as
everywhere.
long as somebody
Cigarettes.
shows me, Carolyn Paul, how to eat some pussy, because I'm a little lost down there, not gonna lie.
Oh man,
I
really?
can't tell. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
everyone's looks different.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
and
and
I know
everybody
this-
likes
unique.
different stuff,
Very
and there's
true.
Right.
angles are so important.
But you know what?
Yes.
Same with penises. They look really similar, but
That's
guys
true.
like different. Some guys want slow sloppy. Some guys want fast.
slow sloppy.
Slow sloppy.
See what I'm saying? It's so much work.
Sorry,
It
I just started
is.
imagining a super fast blowjob, and I was really grossed out. Like, oh,
Yeah.
No.
gross.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
they're,
I wanna die thinking
Some of
about
them
it.
want it very lightly touched. Some of them just want to.
Yeah.
That was me jacking off really hard. That sound. For
Yeah.
the listeners
my
at home.
very first boyfriend, I didn't know what I was doing, so I went and watched a video on how to give a hand job, and the lady in the video said to go like this, like
No.
pepper
No.
grind.
Pepper grinder? That's not it at all.
No.
I did that for like 8 years.
Yeah.
You're just giving him an Indian food.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
wait,
let me
that's an
just-
offense. I don't know what to call it now.
I like that you look at Carol.
Yeah, Carolyn, what's the rule?
I don't know. I was homeschooled. I didn't get them.
Yeah.
The Native American tug. is what we call it now.
And then
I
I'd
wouldn't
wonder
call it
why,
that
yeah.
either.
Okay. All right, I tried.
But yeah, not
I
a
think
lot
you
of
would
guys
call it
me that,
yow.
so.
Please stop.
Yeah.
Yow.
Yeah.
Yow.
It's just up and down like this.
Right.
That's not it.
No.
Well, apologies to
Everyone.
half the comedies, you know.
Oh, they're fine. Dude,
Yeah,
please do not apologize to that fucking putrid cesspool of shitty dudes.
That we love.
That we love,
we do
yes.
love them.
That we love.
Who
that
we
we
love
The-
dearly
the lot of
and
them.
whose penises
Not all of them.
will not be touching.
Yeah. Well, speak for yourself, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Things
I'm
haven't
with
back
that-
up.
I'm
Have
with
you
that
seen
one
how
up.
hot Blaine has gotten?
No, seriously.
Oh!
It's an ongoing.
I
What's
have
up,
not.
Blaine?
I have
You and
not.
the Phact Checks.
Blaine,
Wow.
Blaine, if you're listening, please send a pic of how hot
Please
you've
don't
gotten.
cancel us.
Can you imagine being canceled by Blaine Hill? God, what a fucking depressing.
I would for sure kill myself.
No, he's a smart comic though. Like,
No, he's a
I
great
love
writer.
his
He is.
character.
I
love
actually-
him.
He is.
He's
I
based on my
think
brother.
he's
I'm
very,
kidding. I
very
don't want to.
funny.
I one time wrote like
I did.
way too nice of a blurb about him for an article when he did
You
his
did.
when he did
So
his
sweet.
headliner spot, and I
Yeah.
wrote it drunk and I read it the next day and I was like, A, number one, I'm a great writer, and B, number two, Blaine sounds like a fucking angel. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
And
don't-
C, I don't mean any of that.
I'm pretty sure I've never even spoken this many words at his face.
right.
But no, he's an incredibly
write
smart
anything.
comic. He's actually a really good, incredibly smart
Good.
comic, very
No.
good producer, awesome podcast host, big Blaine Hill fan
And he's
over
got
here.
an album
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
out, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Big time Blaine.
Big time Blaine.
Blaine time
Big time
garbage.
garbage.
Blaine
Yes.
time garbage.
Big time Blabe. That's
Yeah,
a,
Blabe.
That's a
Blabe.
BTG inside joke.
Inside
Um,
jokies.
I also kind of want to do, because I don't think we did it ever before, just like little, like, not introductions of ourselves, but just more about us, because, you know, like, there are some people listening who don't really know us.
That's
Yeah.
It's
true.
not just, like, our fellow comics who are listening. It's some people who have never met y'all or never met me or Ellen, so I don't know.
What should we say about ourselves?
Well,
Man.
I was
mean,
thinking.
like if you've
I
heard
also have
about
a
the
fun
first time I
question, but I ask
masturbated,
it.
but my middle name is Rose.
Right. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly.
My favorite color is purple.
Yeah, we want to know about the true inside of you, not just the...
We were talking about shoving
So
phones
spread
up our
those legs,
pussies.
Connie. Let's see it.
Mostly liquor and Doritos.
Right.
Lung
You
problems.
bitch. I don't know. I think we should maybe talk about like what do you let's say we're all vaccinated, right?
Fucking God.
And we're back to like grinding it out and we're really like hitting the road and blah blah blah. Like what'd you think? You think
Not
I'm
a
thinking about
masturbation
sex?
joke. Nobody. Sorry. We've just been talking about vibrators and stuff for a long time. Anyway,
It's a lot of
now I'm
sex
over
talk,
here,
back
like,
to grinding it out.
Right. And now we have raw clits.
Ew.
No, I really. If anyone in the room should know about raw clits, it's you.
I like them cooked. What?
Yeah.
Gross. That's gross.
That's hilarious.
Gross.
I
All right.
actually prefer them well done.
Right.
It's ridiculous. No, just maybe where do you kind of see yourself as far as comedy, like in 3 years? I don't know. Like, have you guys thought about what you want it to look like?
Constantly every day of my life.
Same.
Mhm.
Really?
I'd say I think about it a lot. It's a very sensitive question right now. I'm like, I need my
I know.
therapist here. Like,
Yeah, I
I
understand.
like just a year ago, I had such a clear answer to that question.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now I really, I feel more lost than I realized
Yeah.
I was ever could feel with it.
For sure.
Right.
I really don't.
Yeah.
The path ahead is not clear.
So what we're saying is feel bad for us.
Oh yeah.
Out there.
Poor us.
Clearly, we're the biggest victims.
We lost our widow
So-
of the
stages.
pandemic.
Maybe that's not where I want to go with the question, but do you have an answer for that before I move on?
I mean, I
were
mostly,
Ellen?
I in 5 years, if I'm not like living in a van, traveling and like all
By
over
the
the
river?
country,
Yeah.
by the river, and like hitting clubs and shit, and being able to like live off that and live that way, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm not like I have to be famous in 5 years, but I want to be like living off it, even if it's just living
You
in a
want to be
van.
a road dog.
Mm.
I want to be a road dog.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fucking fun.
I'm in the same boat. I want to be a road dog so bad, and I will admit, when I started this at 18, I went into it selfishly, wanting to become famous or whatever, but over the last good almost decade, my whole view of fame has changed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really
Right.
like that we have a culture where some people live in absolute, like, gorgeous homes in LA, and like I don't know,
Right.
like I'm against, I don't want to say I'm against celebrities, but like
No,
I
I
don't
hear
need
you,
that.
Ellen. Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
think we need people making millions of dollars while
Mm-mm.
people like us kind of struggling to get by paycheck to paycheck. I would love to just make enough money to get by, like you're saying,
Yeah.
have an
Yeah.
album, be known by other comics.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I've accepted
Yeah, I'd
enough.
like to
The
be known
most
by other
important
comics. I think also
to
like
me.
what I like for me, it's even more like I would like half of my income to be like comedy related
Yeah.
by 5
Right.
years from now.
Even
Yeah.
if it's a
So that like
part-time
I
job.
can have this and then like something else that I do part time. And my ideal would be to like have something else that I do part time here in Michigan,
Right.
6 months a year and then travel 6 months a year.
Oh,
like
For
that's
sure.
a dream.
I love
Very
like
cool.
because I
Same.
am kind of a homebody. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like my home. I like my space. I like being near my family.
Yeah.
But I also want to be an on the road person. So
For sure.
something
Right.
where I could like just
Back and
split
forth.
it up like that would be friggin' ideal
No,
for me.
maybe
Yeah,
I'm not one
absolutely.
to talk because I've never been to New York. I've been to LA a few times. I don't want to be a coastal. And I hate when people shit on
Right.
the Midwest. Like, I don't care if I just do shitty clubs in the Midwest forever. That sounds like a dream. I
Yeah.
want to drive to the middle of nowhere and do
Yeah.
a show for like hillbillies. That's like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
No, they are the best shows for sure.
We actually talked about that when we were in New York last year,
Mhm.
where it was like, yeah, in New York, sort of amazing, energizing, exciting, but also fucking exhausting,
Yes.
expensive,
Yes.
Hipsters, like,
friggin'
it's
mean.
not for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, and also like, yeah, I don't know.
If you can afford to live in New York, I don't trust what you have to say. Like,
I mean, unless you're
Little bit,
unless you're,
yeah.
like, living with
True.
like
I get
30
that.
people.
even that, I
Like,
don't.
you've
Yeah.
got, like, I get it. There's
Yeah.
like places where like there's 30 of us living in a 4-bedroom.
No,
Okay.
absolutely.
I
And
did
I'm like,
that
alright,
already
you're
though. I
hustling,
did
like-
that in Chicago when I was
Right.
like
Right,
for
yeah.
a year.
And that's
I'm
exhausting.
done.
See,
I'm
we
done.
don't know anything about you,
I'm done.
Carolyn.
It's
There you
yeah,
go. You
it's
lived
true.
in
I
Chicago
see what
for
you're
a
saying.
long time.
See what you're saying.
Mm.
Yeah, my brother lives in Miami, and he came to visit me once, and I gave him a tour of my house, and he's like, "If you don't mind me asking, how much do you pay?" And I
Right.
told him, at that time we were paying $1,300 a month, but I had 3 roommates,
Mhm.
so that's reasonable, average Michigan rates right there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like in the laundry room while we're having this conversation. He goes, "You understand that $1,300 in Miami is the size of this laundry room?"
Right.
And I was just
Right.
like, "Damn, dude!"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, I know that, but
Yeah.
when somebody I actually know and like is in my life like says
Yeah.
shit like that to me, I'm just like, "Fuck, that's crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
keep
can't
me in the
imagine.
Midwest where my white privilege takes me further.
There you
know?
go.
I like it.
There
I,
you
like
I
it
go.
like
guess
that.
just the older I get, I don't know. And I'm not. I never even really left my hometowns. Maybe I'm not the one who should be talking. I'm literally at the crossroads. Like, the house I'm living in now. Like, I've had like apartments and stuff outside of it. Like, I had an apartment in Detroit for a bit, but yeah, I moved in with my boyfriend, not knowing that he lives like a half a mile away from my old neighborhood that I grew up in.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks every once in a while because I'm like, it's the same drive, the same scenery I've been seeing my whole life. But at
Right.
the same time, like, I can't see myself living anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good way to not be a gentrifier. Locked that down.
Right, there you go.
Stay in your friggin' hometown.
Stay in the
Yeah.
city.
Stay in your
White
lane,
people, it's an
bitch.
option. You can
Yeah.
do it. Not me. I can't do it.
No.
I can't either.
No, I'm just
am
kidding.
not
I could, but
living
I
in
don't
Heartland.
want to.
Madison
Yeah.
Heights
Right.
for life, I guess.
No, but what I was gonna say is when we were in New York, we talked about that. We were like, man, it would be cool to be able to come and just do a season, like to just
Yeah.
come and do like
Absolutely.
a couple of months, just have
Yeah.
it booked
Right.
out ahead of time, and
Mhm.
then hit mics in between, but just know that
Yeah.
it was finite because it's just too hard to like be
Yeah.
there.
Exactly.
I mean, shout out New York comics, and I know a lot of people are from there. Do your thing, do what you want to do.
Right,
not,
right.
not for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think about it a lot. I think I could do the New York thing if I had
Yeah.
to choose.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I really don't know because it is hard to choose. So honestly, like Road Dogg, obviously first option. But I mean,
Mhm.
I guess my second would probably be New York, like over LA. I
LA's
think.
kind
Yeah.
of depressing. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all.
Yeah.
I've heard
depressing.
that a
I
lot
don't know.
too.
I mean,
I think any way that you
Yeah.
pursue this career is mostly
It's
depressing.
It's
It's
gonna
like-
be
it's-
depressing.
well, my
Yeah.
big thing about staying
That's
in the
the
Midwest is I think we have a great thing here in Detroit, and a lot of that has to do with what the 3 of you did, building up the indie along with some other Detroit comics. And then we still have people on the coast just constantly shitting on the Midwest, and like comics I look up to, it's like, I don't know, just making shitty comments like the Great Lakes aren't even that great. It's just dirty piss. I don't know, like just
The
little
Great Lakes are
Great Lakes are the
beautiful.
fucking
Yeah.
shit.
They're the
They're
shit,
beautiful.
dude.
You know,
Fuck
So
your
punch
stupid
that.
ocean.
Whoever said that's
Yeah.
getting punched.
Nicole Byer, but not that she's listening. So.
I don't even know who that is.
Again,
So,
they are
screw
just
you.
jealous
Nicole,
of how
nope.
much little rent we pay.
They're
Yeah,
just jealous of the
straight up.
fact
Good
that when the
point. You know?
when they all flood out, we're gonna be like the only source of fresh water.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
Yeah, and I
That's
we're not
actually
gonna
something
die.
we could talk
Land.
about on the pod is that they just started trading freshwater futures on Wall Street, which is like
Hey.
fucking
Terrifying.
death knell for humankind. Not that we needed another one.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you for my spike in anxiety.
Call you homie school.
You can call her homie school.
What up, homie school?
I prefer if you
That
just
doesn't
call
really-
me homeschool.
Homie,
Homeschool?
homie
Yeah.
stool.
Yeah, call me
Homie-
homie stool, please.
That's
Call me homie
what-
stool. I'm gonna leave a deuce on this couch.
We know.
Deuce.
Can I
Do
call you
we
Big
need
Deuce?
to just show a clip from episode 2?
I didn't leave a deuce on the couch.
Yeah, but you said you were Trace Deuce.
Oh yeah, the deuce so big I called it Trace.
Yeah, baby.
That was pretty funny.
I do
That
like to
was-
poop.
What?
Pooping it's a great time.
It is,
I
honestly,
I
it's
could
great.
start a whole separate podcast about
About pooping?
Just
Yes,
about
I
poop.
literally could.
What would you call it?
I've networked a show with my friends related to this.
Uh-huh.
Of a friend of mine who's going to do animation behind me just telling stories about the times I've shit my pants
Oh my god.
or had just
Oh,
a crazy
you told
poop.
me this.
Can you please
It's
make
such
this
a
It's
good
so
idea.
many stories.
I
Yes.
love it.
Such a good idea.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I wanted to
love
do
that
it
so
as like a
much.
one-off show, and then I was like, that would be the worst show in the world, just back to back to back, just an hour
Yeah.
of me. So I think you got to spread it out and record them. Yeah, well, it's in the works. It's in
Yeah,
the works.
I love it.
Yeah,
I've
thought of
more
some
ideas
names,
like
but-
that, please, and then we can just release everything on the HMC YouTube channel and start a universe.
Oh,
If you're
Start a
interested,
universe.
A poopaverse.
the poopaverse.
start a universe.
So that I guess leads into first of all, welcome back everyone.
Oh, yeah.
From Carolyn's poop. And
I didn't poop. I peed. Fresh water.
fresh water.
It's this CBD drink. Thank you, Ellen.
Yes, we are all drinking CBD sparkling water.
And it stands for Carolyn's Big Dick.
Shout out my
What?
job.
Yeah, shout out.
No, I was gonna say shout out my job that my bosses have asked me to stop talking about on social media. So-
Okay, so
Wait, really?
shout out
Oh.
mystery job of Ellen's.
it's a nice little market here in Ferndale, Michigan. Good
Yes.
people, awesome people run the store, and they've really been taking care of me in like COVID times. And like, if you need an example of how to treat your employees during a pandemic, they're a
Aw,
good place to go.
Hell yeah,
Nice.
that's
I love
very
that.
nice. I've never said anything nearly that nice about any of my employers. I
Right.
don't think.
Right.
And I was a nanny.
I work
Little
for my
shit.
parents.
Is CBD sparkling water? Is that the name of the brand?
The
No,
brand
it's
is
called Untitled Art.
Yes.
Okay.
Untitled.
Huh.
Untitled. Oh well, that makes sense. Look at
I
them,
thought they
how
were just
clever.
like
Can go to
saying like there's
drink-
no title for this art on the
Drinkuntitled.com.
Cool. I'd like to shout out anything we're ever drinking. Just crossing our fingers that we might get some sponsorship.
What's in your fancy
What's
goblet?
in your wallet?
This is just iced coffee because I'm a maniac.
Oh, got
Yes.
it.
No.
Just a little brown sugar.
She doesn't like sex. She just mainlines caffeine.
This is what I poof up my butthole. Coffee and oat milk and brown sugar on ice.
Love oat milk.
Yum.
Shout out all
Yummerella.
of those things.
Shout out oat milk.
Shout out brown sugar in your coffee. That's a good. I like that move.
That is
That's a
Yeah,
nice
and
move.
honey. I do a lot of honey too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Honey's
Yep.
the
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
But to answer my own question, where do I see my quote unquote tiny little career going? I do own my house, so I would like to live here for,
Mm-hmm.
6 months to whatever, and then live somewhere else for a little while, and maybe like, because I'm gonna flip it eventually, slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And we could do like Airbnbs out of here, or have like comics come and stay. Connor lives with me. Kind of that situation where like trustworthy people can come and like sign a contract and say, I'm gonna live here for 6 months and pay X amount of
Right.
dollars.
Sure.
And while you're in New York or LA or wherever the fuck the world takes you. I do see myself road dogging, not as much as Connor would like to.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be really fucking good at that. I take
Because
like
I'm a
2
trash
suitcases
person.
to Ohio. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah.
travel
We're
light.
on our trip and was like, I just got this backpack. You're like, I'm getting a suitcase and I have to split another suitcase.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think people appreciate the level to which when we went on tour, it was literally like Johanna was the soccer mom and us like
Yes.
climbing out of the trunk, picking our noses, like, what's it, joke time now? Like, literally,
Do we
like,
go off?
we couldn't even, like, yeah. She had to pay for everything on her card and just tell us an amount to give her because we couldn't even, we were like, I don't know. Dinner time, I guess.
We eat.
And then I got violently ill.
Yes. So it turns out I'm not that good of a mother. Fuck. Take after my own. All right. Yeah, so I see myself doing that, and then we just started a really great documentary about the Independent Comedy Club, which Connor and I
Yeah.
are producers of
Super
that.
excited.
Oh,
And
shoot,
it's-
I need to give you guys all my footage.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude, yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please,
So
please,
send it to Brett
please.
Mercer.
Yeah,
Shout
I'm
out
gonna
Brett
send it
Mercer.
directly to
Can't wait to
Mercer
see
or
that.
Will do.
Stangus.
Some
Yeah.
gems
And we're gonna
in
be like
there.
interviewing people and
Yes.
shit eventually.
Mhm.
We're gonna
I
saw
see.
that.
We're doing
I
like a
saw-
pilot and then we're gonna keep going.
Mhm.
I saw the Josh Adams like little clip that
Yeah,
Brett
he just,
So
like,
he
stopped by.
randomly stopped by because we were
posted
posting on our
pictures.
stories
He's
that
like,
we
"What
were
y'all
working on
doing?"
something. Yeah, and he DM'd EJ and was like, "What are y'all up to over there?" And EJ of course was like, "Man, come by if you want to like talk about the Independent for a little while." So he basically did a set into a camera, and it was
Right. Of
hilarious.
course he did.
Fucking
It was
Josh
like a
Adams,
private
the
show,
gem
yeah.
of Detroit. Best
Anyone
comedian in
listening who
Detroit.
is not familiar with the Detroit comedy scene, please do your research on Joshua Adams.
Oh my God, he's a
I think it's
king.
Josh Adams with 3
Funniest
Z's
dude.
is his Instagram. The funniest motherfucker coming out of Detroit. For real, for real.
Not even just Detroit, like in the fucking Midwest.
In the Midwest.
In the world.
Yeah. Very, very talented.
So talented.
So he came by and you know, that was cool. So we started this documentary. The first episode, I think, is going to be more of an introduction of the club. Second one, we're focusing on the time that Lizzo came to our comedy club. For those of you who are listening,
you guys are doing a whole episode out of this?
Yeah,
Yes,
we are.
Yes. Yep, we're filming
sure
it like
are.
like real world style, where it's like each person tells their version of the story from their perspective, and then it gets like edited.
I'll save it
together.
then because I was just about to go in.
Oh yeah,
I'll
save it. Save it.
Oh, we made the jokes.
Yeah.
I was across the street doing a show, and I got the news secondhand, and I'm like, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, they're here at the hall. Okay. Oh no, wait. They're at the little tiny comedy club at the back.
Right.
Oh, that's so, it was so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so fun.
It was amazing.
Very sweet night.
So we're not going to go into it right now because you're going to have to watch the documentary for our listeners out there. But what I'm getting at is I see the independent. Once people are vaccinated, once we reopen, I think we're going to come back with a lot of muscle behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
and
hoping so. I think about that a lot.
We're really
We
excited.
do too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. People are seriously experiencing cabin fever, especially here in Michigan.
Yeah.
We just had a really super cold winter. It's just been awful. So yeah, I think people are going to be ready once everyone's vaccinated. And the director of the building, Darren Shelton, he's very adamant about people being vaccinated before we open back
Absolutely.
up.
So smart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Super
Thank you.
smart.
And again, no shade to whoever's opening at whatever pace that they are, but well, whatever.
Yeah.
A little bit of shade. And I super respect that. I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
friggin' amazing. I love that.
Absolutely.
I am having a lot of fear. I feel like I've never done stand up now. Like I don't like I'm
Oh, yeah.
scared. I'm nervous. I'm like I'm not funny. I'm not going to be funny. I'm not going to be able to put a set together. Like I'm feeling nervous in a way that I just wasn't for like 2 straight years. And I'm
It's-
hoping that I snap out of that, but I'm like
Yeah.
I'm going to be the last. I'm afraid I'm going to be the last person back on a mic.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Dude,
be
once you
so
get up
friggin'
there, though,
rusty.
it just comes back.
Get the first one out of the way, and then you're going to be
No,
like,
man, I did
truly
a couple
comes-
of these
I know it
shows,
will.
these
I don't
outdoor
know.
shows and stuff in the summer.
didn't-
It's tough. It's just, I mean, I'm just trying to trust that
No,
something will
that's good.
click, but
Yeah.
it's really hard to
I
trust
will
that.
Yeah.
say I'm going through the same fears, but honestly, I think this was the mental reset I needed because I'm not the person I
Yes.
was when I started doing comedy. I
Yeah.
have to go and
Spot
develop
on.
Yep.
a whole new, not develop a whole new persona because like I want to be authentically me on stage, but the way people see me now is not the way that they did when I first started.
And
I'm
this
happy to
it can
get
be
new
a hard
start.
thing as a comic to grow because you just talk shit all the time. So it's like,
yeah.
you know, me personally, I talk way more shit than I should. I can't back any of it up. Like,
I
you
love
know,
it.
so
That's why
there's
I
shit
love
that
you.
I've like
I know,
said
seriously,
and
it's
kind of
great.
like put out there in front of people. Like, yeah, I needed a little reset too. Like,
Mhm.
just like, all right, who do you really want to be? How do you really want
Even
to
just
interact with this?
Even just outside of being stand-ups, just
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking
Totally.
a break in like
Yeah.
my reality was
Yeah.
honestly much needed, and
Yeah.
that sounds horrible and selfish because people died and are dying, but you know,
Yeah.
you gotta take it with like a little bit of a grain of salt, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's what we're going through,
Yeah,
so we've
it
got to
is.
we've
Yeah.
got to process and absorb it in any way that we can.
Exactly.
'Cause,
So if you're an artist out there and you feel that, you're not alone. You're
Yeah.
not alone in that, and it's scary, man.
Yeah.
But let's get away from that. We're gonna keep
Yeah,
it
oh,
light.
yikes.
Let's think about the future. But again, I see the comedy club thriving, and I see new generations, and I can't wait to just continue to like uplift people and give chances, and hope that the generations before us do the same for us, and yeah, just get back to the grind. I'm really, really, really excited to get back to the grind
Yeah.
for sure.
Dude,
Which-
I so am ready.
And
Yeah.
I will say that is something I think people, if you're not in comedy, you don't like the level to which people have already done that for us. Like the
Yeah.
amount of people who've been doing this 10 years who still just like came out and gave us tons of support and encouragement and stage time and like
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Shout out
Comedy,
Kai
man.
Quicks. We will
Hell
have
yeah.
her on the pod one day. I can't wait for that episode.
yeah, Johanna and I really had our first show the same night.
Yeah, the very same night.
Aw.
Thanks to
crazy.
Kai.
Kai never booked me. But you tried once and I couldn't. but
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
you dumb bitch.
right, it's like,
Yeah.
you're a little too straight.
Yeah.
Oh, the gay Olympics.
Which is funny because you look very gay.
I know.
I know.
It's fine.
Yeah, you probably have the gayest haircut.
Oh, and I
the
love it. And I
pod.
don't want my hair any other way ever
Yeah.
in my life.
Yep.
I don't know.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. And handsome too.
And handsome too.
That's right. And handsome too.
I think that goes for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful and handsome. Not gonna lie. But anything you guys wanted to bring to the episode today? Anything you want to get off your chest, your
Oh.
hairy chest?
Well, earlier I know I was posting a lot of sad stuff on Instagram, and my head wasn't in the best mental place.
Mhm.
And then I was like maybe hoping to pepper in like fear of aging because I'm going through that right now. But then
Says the
after-
youngest person on the
Right.
pod. But-
I like went to the bathroom and I was just like looked at my underwear and there was a ton of blood and I was like, oh, so that's why I was so depressed. Like I
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
totally.
was just PMSing,
Every
but I
time,
was
yeah.
Oh
really
yeah,
same.
baby.
so we don't have to go
I cried
there,
at work today
but-
for literally no reason.
know.
Like no reason.
You guys usually have reasons when you cry.
Not really. It just usually doesn't happen at
Cool.
work in front of people.
Yeah.
Right.
But-
It's like really?
I
Why?
guess
The amount
No,
of
we're-
times I've cried in front of a table.
I've done that after I fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I
but, like,
cried
there's
at
just no
work
reason.
today. I just started crying just because
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's
it
the
feels
last
good.
day before my
It's
period,
okay.
and then a woman
It is
noticed,
okay.
and it was very sweet. She's like, "It's gonna be okay," and then like I was like, "Oh, I just get really bad allergies," and then she
Right.
believed it, and
I know
don't
this
know.
weather, right?
but this is like this is not the first time I've cried at work during the pandemic, and just
Oh,
tried to keep
sure.
it to myself.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
wonder how many people are actually out there crying at work, and they're just not.
Right.
Oh my god,
So
so much I
many.
bet. Yeah.
So many.
So much.
Yeah.
I so at every job I've ever had, I've
Way
cried
more
so
than
much.
you.
at.
Yeah. Mhm.
White woman's tears up there.
Yeah. Sorry.
They fucking don't stop.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
never justified.
It's like
Right.
the not so secret, the biggest shit talkers cry the most.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's just
Absolutely.
so thinly.
I'm the most
yeah.
sensitive person
But
on
this
the planet.
was a good hormone cry where I just felt like a good cloud of darkness over my head, and I was like, why? Because I didn't wake up this way.
Yeah.
And then suddenly just feeling, I'm not trying to get anybody down, but like,
No, I
maybe
gotcha.
just
Yeah.
since we're all people in this room who have periods, and to everyone out there who do, it's way more serious than I think people realize. It's not just blood, you know.
No.
No, it's a whole
It's a
thing.
toll.
It's a whole
It's a
fucking
whole fucking
thing.
thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
It's chunks
feel
of tissue too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You gotta know about it.
Yep, you gotta
And
know about it. It's
It's
true.
been a thing forever. Like, just I remember being 19 and like working at a Dunkin' Donuts, and I just felt like so suicidal for like a good day, and then
Yeah.
I just started bleeding. And I was
Right.
like,
Oh,
there it
it's
is.
such a
Right.
real thing.
okay.
It's like your body being like, "Oh, you failed again to not put a baby in here.
Mm-hmm.
You should off yourself. You're not doing your population anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up. Biology is weird.
Biology is
Very
fucked up.
weird.
We ain't
Do
nothing
you guys
but
like
animals,
take stuff
baby.
for that? I don't.
I don't take anything.
So let's do
I don't even
it
take
like
birth
we
control.
I was on
I
birth
let 'em blow up
control
inside.
for a year, and
Take
it was
bets.
great. I was on
Yeah.
birth control for a year. I cycled my pills, and that means you don't take the placebo. You just take just the hormone pills, so you
Mhm.
don't have a period. The only problem was getting that prescription every month and having to go check in,
Yeah.
or you won't get your pills. Like,
Right.
it just was
That's a
too
bummer.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much. But if it wasn't so much of a hassle, in a heartbeat, I'd get back on birth control.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. Quick shout out to all the men who have shut off the show by now.
Yeah. We don't want you here anyway.
Oh, yeah, suck it.
Yeah,
dick. Are you
fuck
kidding
you.
me?
This
This
one's
is
for the
free
ladies.
information and
Yeah.
education,
Right.
motherfucker.
You should-
No, they do
They're gonna
say,
write in and be like, "Less period talk, more
Right.
more wrong information about hand jobs."
Yeah.
Oh my God, if any men listen to this podcast, one is gonna write in and mansplain how to actually give a hand job.
I can't
I'm
wait.
calling
Oh,
it. I'm
please!
calling
If you
it.
know, if you
Mothers each others.
Yeah, you'll
mothers,
get a free
gmail.com.
mug.
At
It won't be
Gmail.
branded. It'll just be a random mug from
Yep.
Concord University that got left in my apartment when I moved in.
Yep. And you can have one of mine too. It says Marge on it.
That's a good
Um,
one. You don't give
I know,
that.
I do
Don't
love
give
that
that one to a man.
You're hairless, you have blue eyes, you have 3 fucking day periods. No wonder they
more
thought
of
your
a
race was superior.
Green.
What about me?
Just pick up at the racist joke. That's all you'll know. She's like,
You can't
which
be
one?
racist at white people.
Right. Didn't you know?
Haven't you heard? That's true.
But yes, that is a very real thing. It happens to me all the time. Starting or about to start your period, and then you're just like, but then you feel figuratively and physically lighter after.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're releasing a lot, and it's not just, like you said, tissue. And
The lobules.
yes, like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy.
my mental health is volatile enough. Sometimes I notice it, and sometimes I don't. I'll say that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Punchline.
Punchline. Sorry.
Insert joke here.
My mental health is so volatile.
How volatile is it?
There it is. Last week, we had Miss Lindsay Rendell on the pod. She was our substitute co-host.
Yeah, fact check. I miss Linz.
Yes.
I like me a
As I
Linz.
say
I was
her.
jelly. I was watching. I was jelly.
Jelly of that
Yes.
belly.
Oh, yeah.
She's very prego.
She got nothing on my belly. I'm sorry.
I know. She likes to like, oh,
Try
I'm
having twins. Okay.
Right,
It's
right,
not-
right,
yeah.
right.
forever. And they never come out.
And they keep growing.
Yeah.
Exactly. But lovely, lovely Lindsay Rendell. As funny and as disgusting as she is, we did talk a lot about some fucked up shit. Leading with what you had brought up, Connor, was that, or one of you guys had talked about the girl with the broom,
Oh, the
and
broom,
the
yeah.
masturbating and the.
Oh yeah. Is that obviously pretend
So
story?
honestly, it was a very like unsure result. Like
Right.
basically what they were saying, and it's a website that like debunks these like rumors or
Yeah.
urban legends or whatever. But they're saying like it had to have basically stemmed from somewhere. Like it probably was never an actual broom, and I don't know if anyone
Right.
actually died, but you can only imagine like
Right.
if my fucking parent had walked into the room while I had a water bottle up there, who knows
Right.
what would have happened, you know?
Have you ever heard that story, Carolyn? Did you watch the episode?
I
last
did
week?
watch the episode, but I might have missed. There was a lot.
The girl masturbating on on a washer with a broomstick, and their dad walks in, and then she jumps off, and apparently
Yeah.
No,
kebabs her.
that's horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's horrible.
It's
I
real
think about
bad.
it
Even
all
if it's true, nobody should ever have said that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm
No, it's so
sorry.
true. You are right.
I know it hurts.
You are right.
I think about it and it hurts. But I guess I just always I heard it as a kid. It was like one of those rumors that like a lot of people just have, like that and the Marilyn Manson thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is what my pubes look like, though.
Yeah.
After I straighten them.
completely
Hell yeah.
straight.
After I straighten.
Wait, they're that clean?
It's like that, but after you sweep, just
It's like wads
dust
of like,
bunnies
yeah.
and dog hair. Okay.
I have a fun question that we can if you could bring back 3 comedians from the dead, who would they be?
Oh damn. Mitch Hedberg.
Dylan.
That was on my
Dylan.
list.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
it is.
that's a good one.
That's on everybody's
Right.
list. It's like,
Mitch Hedberg's definitely on mine.
yeah.
Like-
Joan Rivers.
Ooh,
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
a good one.
I think I'd like to hear Greg Giraldo's take on the current times.
Yeah.
Greg Giraldo, Patrice O'Neill, for sure.
You know,
both of them.
This person is not dead, but it kills me that she doesn't do stand-up. Like, she stopped doing stand-up, and I hate it. I really want Lily Tomlin to come back and do stand-up
Oh
and
my
do all of
God.
her characters again. I love her as an
Yes.
actress. I love her as an actress, but
Fellow Detroit.
I
Yeah, and
routinely...
she's from
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yep. Fellow lesbian, shout out.
Also a lesbian. We love.
I also have an enormous crush on her. It's no secret.
She's
Everybody knows.
beautiful.
I've said it a lot. I would bone her. I would like to bone her.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, and I love watching her old stand-up because her characters are just fucking insane fire.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I want
She
it
was
back.
at Laugh Fest maybe 5 years ago, I want to
Oh,
say.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just sleeping on her current stand-up. I wish she was.
I want to bring back a time when Louis C.K. wasn't a creep in my
Oh,
head.
yeah.
Yeah.
If we could like
Real.
resurrect him as like, oh, that
Same.
never happened.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
Mm.
that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, man.
That'd be awesome.
This is an aside, but so my aunt and uncle actually did go see him like last year, because he's doing smaller clubs, but
Right,
he's
yeah.
obviously
And by
still
small,
touring everywhere and
yeah.
making tons of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are not small. This is like
No.
Royal Music Theater. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Right.
like, probably smaller than Ridley's, though, like, where they saw him. Anyway, but, he was, like, my aunt was like, yeah, and he just sort of explained it. Apparently his bit to, like, explain everything was like, everybody's got a thing, and now just the entire nation just knows what my thing is.
Yeah.
And my aunt said that like it was such a good explanation. And I was like, oh, no, your thing can't involve other people without their consent. That's not a thing.
Yeah,
That's not what we call that.
A little
Right.
different.
Yeah, just
It's
a
not,
little different.
That's not a thing.
A little different.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of things,
Trash.
There's brooms that people stick up their vaginas.
Yeah.
Not those.
We're not
brooms.
sure, but under
Oh.
the comments,
Hey.
when I was looking this up, someone said, "Please, no one ever stick a broom up there." But
Use a
if your
carrot.
dildo's ever dead, use a nice sized carrot. Make sure you stick it in the microwave for no more than 2 minutes.
Whoa.
Whoa, microwave.
and have fun.
Why would you want to stick a soft carrot up there? No.
A hot soft carrot.
Yeah.
I feel like,
I mean,
yeah,
that's why I
microwave-
said no more than 2 minutes. I think it's literally,
doesn't get
I don't-
mushy
No,
or
it doesn't get
anything.
mushy after
Got
that.
it.
And I think you'd have to like.
Yeah,
add
I've
moisture
heard
to the
carrots. I've
situation.
heard
That
cucumbers.
is the worst part of using a dildo is when it's all cold.
Yeah.
Because mine's like next to my bed.
You
Which
just
is
run
next
it
to my
under some
window.
warm water and stuff.
I'm not getting
You're
up.
already
I'm not
in
coming
bed,
out.
yeah.
Hey, I'm
Not
coming
kidding.
out
No, I
tomorrow
got
about my dildo, everyone. Is the air fryer open?
I wonder if you could
throw
use
my dildo in there.
You know how they have like bottle warmers for babies' bottles, like formula
Yes.
bottles? You could just put one on your bedside table,
Yes.
leave your dildo in there.
There you
Perfect.
go. There
Yeah.
you go.
That's what I'm doing. I'm getting one.
I mean,
Nice.
heated blanket. You could invest
Yeah.
in one of those.
Mhm.
Wrap
That'd
it
be
up for a
nice.
minute.
Yeah.
You know?
That's in general.
Yeah.
I'd like one of those.
Yeah. There you go.
For sure.
But yeah, look at this carrot. Wouldn't you fuck this carrot?
It looks. It looks like a weird little creature.
Get on
Wouldn't you-
top of
wouldn't you
that
fuck this
thing. Wouldn't you fuck this carrot? And if you wouldn't fuck this carrot, there's also a foot fetish carrot and a
Ew.
threesome carrot.
Oh, because it looks like a
threesome. It
mommy
looks
and
like a
baby.
hug. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a hug.
Were you turned on by that?
You know, some of us.
Are you?
Some of us have our thing, and now you guys know about my thing.
Everyone knows Johanna's thing.
Now everyone knows. Oh, Lord.
Oh Lord! All right, and this is what I would
That's
be
my
masturbating to.
Right.
Just a quick little
There you
fun
go.
picture of the gals.
So fun.
It's just there.
yeah, just
because
there.
you love them.
Yes. Shout out. Shout in.
Shout it.
Olive Oil's
Oh,
baby
Sweet
is
Pea,
called
without the T.
Sweet Pea, but yeah, it's got a little, whatever you call those things. What is that?
Apostrophe?
Is that apostrophe? Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. Or it's a
Wow,
contraction.
I am such an idiot.
So.
But yeah, Sweet Pea. That's the name. We were wondering about that. Turns out daywalkers, they are real, as
are
Connor
real.
said.
Exists.
Daywalker is a ginger who does not burn in the sun, aka an attractive ginge. Freckles may or may not be present. Daywalker was first coined in season 9 of South Park during their oh so well known Ginger Kids episode.
I didn't know that was a South Park
Say
word.
Daywalker?
Yeah,
But I
Isn't
guess,
that also the name for like a type of alien that people think that they
or I
see?
think it's vampires.
I don't know.
Oh right, that would
Yeah.
make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, guys. We're figuring it out together.
Man.
I did. Lindsay at one point said that if her baby was a ginge, she would dye its hair, and we were wondering if that could happen. Apparently, people are out there dyeing their baby's hair, and
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, why
sure
not?
there's safe products for it.
Like,
But something about this rubs
Kool-Aid,
me
you
the
can
wrong
use like
way.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I definitely
they're
was somebody
blonde.
that was doing it very young, but.
Yeah.
When I looked it up, hair dyes contain chemicals that in rare cases can cause severe, even life-threatening allergic reactions. Hair dye manufacturers say that they are not intended for anyone under the age of 16.
I just feel like if you did that continuously throughout childhood, by the time you're like 18, you won't even have hair.
Yeah.
You'd just be
Right.
fried. Like,
Yeah. They say it's best to wait after a child is done with puberty, which I think explains why I'm so fucked up, because I was dyeing my hair at a very young age. But then again, I did start puberty when I was 9. We talked about that in the
We
past
did.
episode.
Yeah.
So
wild.
I think I'm okay.
Your hair is
right?
luxurious and amazing, so I think you're okay.
But how is my brain? But yeah, look at this generation of funky
Dang.
fun ladies.
Yeah.
That's a hot mom.
Hot
They're
mom.
both hot moms.
Yeah. Questionable if they're good moms, but
Right? I mean, yeah.
they're
They look
different-
cool.
Different strokes for different folks.
That's
Yeah.
have a
She's
much-
already let her drink.
I have a
Yeah,
much,
she's like drunk as shit.
bigger problem with the shoes she's got on that tiny
Right.
child. Like,
Yeah,
It's
that
just
too.
like 3 generations of people who would bully me.
Right.
No,
Same.
absolutely.
Yeah.
20
Yes.
something steal
Yes.
my boyfriend,
I
and
hear
then
that.
the Karen that chews me out at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
So
true.
true.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So true. There are documentaries on great female comics, but I swear Joan Rivers was like the only one that made sense
Yeah.
about like the topic we were covering. You know what I mean? Other than this documentary, I like found Tiggs, and that was about it. Like I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
And obviously, like Amy has hers about her pregnancy and still touring, which is fantastic, and I love it so much. But that was my point that I was trying to make by going on a million rants about how, like, where are the women and why aren't they on pedestals for being disgusting and being honest. So
Yeah.
there was this one. I also found Women Aren't Funny, which was directed by a female comic.
I've watched it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I'm just going through the ones that I did.
I'd be the
watch.
dick that said I didn't think it was that funny. But
I think
Really wasn't that
meant
good.
It was amazing.
like
Because-
more of a mockumentary, though. I think.
I
It was
don't- I
supposed
didn't
to be
know.
hybrid,
well, it was a
kinda.
while ago that I watched it. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I didn't care for it either, but I
Yeah.
I do respect Bonnie McFarlane's work. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure,
absolutely.
for sure. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Mhm.
it was just depressing.
It was
Yeah.
super
Not for me.
depressing, and it was like it was like heavily featured her super successful husband comic, and it was just like, oh, fuck this.
That's not what
Great.
you're supposed to do
It
when
was
you make
annoying.
a documentary about female comics. You don't put a white
Yeah.
man on there. Okay, so there's Women Aren't Funny, and then there was Why We Laugh, Funny Women. I haven't seen any of these, but I wanted to share it with whoever's watching or listening, and maybe we can all take some time in the next week or two to watch these, and we can discuss them. But
Sure.
but yeah, this is what I found, and then lastly, I found, all jokes aside, Black Women in Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch the first like 10 or 15 minutes of this, and I thought it was fantastic, and I'm looking forward to watching more, of course.
Hell yeah.
And then other things that popped up were just like female comics, aka women who
Us.
draw comic strips. Yeah, it's just
Right,
just the end of
yeah.
the slideshow. But yeah, when I typed like documentaries about female comics, like actual female like drawing comic
Right.
strips like
Yep.
came up, which I
Yeah.
thought was hilarious.
Believable. Mhm.
And then a list of 10 comedy documentaries, which all had white straight men on the cover, popped up as well. So
Oh, did you mean?
yes.
You misspelled.
You misspelled men.
Whoa, you meant whoa, man.
But who knows? Maybe in 10 years we'll film it. Maybe in 10 years
We
we'll
could.
meet
Let's
enough
try.
female comics throughout the nation, and we'll become very good friends with them. And
Oh yeah.
really
Like women on the
connections.
road, yeah.
Yeah,
love
women
it.
on the
Yeah.
road. You know,
Mhm.
chicks who I don't know. We'll
Or
think
like,
it's something
yeah.
fun.
And it was like Adele Givens was the comic who performed the most ever on Def Comedy Jam.
Mm-hmm.
And her thing that she said, or she said it a lot, but that always cracks me up, is when she was first starting out and getting so much like shit all the time for her material because she was kind of a dirty comic. And she got up there, she was like, okay, so how can I suck a dick, but I can't say suck a dick?
Hey.
You let me suck a dick, but you won't let me say it on stage. She says it
Exactly.
funnier, but she's fantastic. Yeah,
No,
documentaries
absolutely.
all day.
All you
All of
fucking
us.
men out there who are obsessed with our vaginas, but we're not allowed to talk about them on stage. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
gross, ew.
Yeah.
But that concludes the episode. Thank you
Yeah.
guys
Hey.
for recording with me, and thank you to our listeners. Like, share, subscribe. I'm not sure why we're not on Apple Podcasts yet, but we will be one day, and we'll figure that out. But yeah, for now, Spotify, Anchor, and everywhere else, link in bio, if you will.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Bam,
Love you
bam. And
guys.
yeah, reach out with anything you want us to talk about on the pod. We're
Yeah.
an open book. Yeah.
Also
Love y'all.
check out craftswithcuties.com.
Yes, plug
every
away.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yep.
I'd
Mhm.
make crafts with comedians. I think I have Alex Bozanovic by the time this goes out. That's gonna be my next one.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And then I got Bahama John the next week.
Hell
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Johanna's gonna be producing.
Hey.
Whoa.
She's getting her little foot on the door.
Yeah.
Feet are so little.
They're
little tiny
tiny little tamales.
Oh man.
Follow the Independent Comedy Club, 313 Comedy, Honorary Mentions Comedy. We are going to come back this spring and this summer with some sort of projects. We're not really sure what. I know that Connor and I will be running outdoor comedy shows,
Yeah.
socially distanced events, hopefully once, maybe twice a month, probably starting pretty soon here, like at the end of March,
Hell yeah.
if things go accordingly. So keep an eye out for that. Plug it, follow me on the socials. I'm now Johanna Medranda. I'm no longer Average Joe.
Oh really?
I
Big
changed
change.
it.
Oh, I didn't
changed
even
it.
notice yet. End
Yeah.
of an era.
She sold out, everyone.
I did. I
Sold the
fucking
fuck
did.
out.
My default photo is me holding a microphone. I hate myself. I hate myself. But I do love you guys. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next
Mwah.
time. Mwah.
Bye.
Shadows and fingers.